Hello and welcome naman sa ating programang You Shall Know the Truth. Ito po si Erwin Silbang, yung lingkod. At ngayon po ay atin namang tatalakayin yung pangalawang video about the Antichrist. So, nung una, nasa part 1 po natin kasi part 2 na to. Nakita po natin kung sino talaga yung Antichrist at kung ano yung ginawa niya. No, siya po meron pong tinatawag na persecuting power, church and state power. Meron din siyang yung mga doctrine ng Panginoon na makikita sa sanctuary, pinakailaman din niya. So, because of that, no, na yung ginawa niya, so na-identify siya as the Antichrist, sabi nga ni Juan, na ating nabasa sa part 1 nating Antichrist na topic. So, ito naman, part 2 po ito ng Antichrist na ating tatalakayin ulit, no? Ito po ang mababasa natin sa pangalawang Tesalonika, no? 2, simula 3 hanggang 4. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Yung man of sin, sabi daw, the son of perdition. So, ibig sabihin po yung man of sin, hindi na po yan, sabihin natin na hindi na po magbabago yan. Kasi man of sin na. No? Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God. Yun nabasa natin. No? So, babasahin natin mamaya kung sino yung kung ano siya talaga na siya yung God. No, nag-claim. Or that is worship, so that he is as God, he sitteth in the temple of God, show himself that he is a God. So yung temple kasi dito is tayo po yun. So ito po yung basa natin Pirales, Ecclesiastical Dictionary. The Pope is of so great dignity and so exalted that he is not a mere man, but it is as it were God and the vicar of God. So accept talaga nila na they are a God, ang papacy. Ferraris Encyclical Dictionary. At saka yung temple, yung sabi ko kanina, na umupo siya sa temple, ito. What know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which ye of God, and not your own. So yung temple po dyan, na tinatawag sa 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 4, yung temple po tayo. Ano ba ibig sabihin na sa Thessalonians 2, verse 4? Minamanippulate na niya yung mga tao based on sa doctrine niyang mali. So nakita natin yung first video na yung Antichrist, pinakialaman niya yung doctrine ng Panginoon. At nireplace niya ng kanyang doctrine na kung iyo pong susundin ay magkakasala ka sa Panginoon. Yun ang ibig sabihin nun, that seated in the temple of God. Ibig sabihin, pag umuupo ka, for example, motor, kabayo, o sasakyan, sino ang nagmamanipulate? Diba? Yung nakaupo doon. Yun. Siya po ay nagmamanipulate ng mga church o kung mga believers of God o kung tayong mga tao na manipulate na in the way na pinapatupad niya yung kanyang doktrina na mali na para kung tayo ay sumunod, makakasala tayo sa Panginoon. Okay. So, we are identified that is the papacy. Okay, Martin Luther. Ano bang sinabi ni Martin Luther about the Antichrist? Ito po. Here are the conviction that the papacy is the seat of the true and real Antichrist. Personally, I declare that I owe the Pope no other obedience than that I do Antichrist. Martin Luther said that the papacy was Antichrist, and Martin Luther came from the Catholic Church. John Calvin, Presbyterian, in turn, that had following to say on the matter. Though it be admitted that Rome was once the mother of all churches, yet from the time when it began to be the seat of the papacy, so, or the seat of Antichrist. So, ang Catholic Church was the mother and now he was the seat of Antichrist. Kung sino man ang mumpo diyang Pope, siya po ay makukonsider na Antichrist. It has ceased to be what it was before. Some persons think as to severe and censorious when we call the Roman Pontiff Antichrist. So sabi nila, parang ano naman kayo, sobra kayo. Nasasabihan nyo yung papasiwas sa Antichrist. But, sabi ni John Calvin, but those who are of this opinion do not consider that they bring the same charge of presumption against Paul himself, after whom he spake, that whose language was adapt. So, ibig sabihin po, pag sinabi nyo po na sumusobra kaming mga tao na yung papacy was the Antichrist, no? Para nyo na rin sinabihan si St. Paul na, St. Paul, sumusobra ka na. Grabe ka na magsalita. Parang ganun din. So, ibig sabihin, yung Bible mismo, yung kinokontra nyo. Pag sinabi nyo nga kami, ay sumusobra na sa pagsasalita na yung papacy was the seat of the Antichrist. It shall briefly show that Paul's words in 2 Thessalonians 2 are not capable of any other interpretation than that which applies to them, to the papacy. Kasi wala nang ibang ina-apply doon, hindi papacy lang eh. Actually, itong 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3 hanggang 7, nagsabi pa dyan si St. Paul na hindi pa nagpapakita yung Antichrist sa panahon niya. Marami ng tao, sabi niya, na kumukontra sa Diyos sa panahon niya, pero yung Antichrist hindi pa nagpapakita. Ibig sabihin po, sa future pa ni Paul, nalabas yung Antichrist at sa atin na ngayon, noong 174 AD pa. The Westminster Confession of Faith stated, yung Westminster, no? Ito po kasi yung mga grupo ng mga pastors, mga Bible scholar, no? Nagtitipon-tipon, at ito po yung sinasabi nila sa kanilang Confession of Faith. There is no other head of the church but the Lord Jesus Christ, nor that can the Pope or of Rome in any sense be the head thereof. So wala na pong head of the church, kundi si Christ lang. But is that Antichrist? So yung papacy daw was the Antichrist. That man of sin, yun, nabasa natin sa 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3, and the son of perdition, that exalts himself in the church against Christ, and that is called God. So alam nila nung time nila na yung papacy talaga was the Antichrist. Thomas Cranmer, Anglican in Thorn claim, whereof it followeth Rome to be the seat of Antichrist, and the Pope to be very Antichrist himself. Yun, direkta. Hindi lang pala yung seat ng Antichrist. Kung sino din pala nakaupo as a Pope, siya rin pala yung Antichrist. I could prove the same by many other scriptures, old writers, and strong reasons, sabi ni Thomas Cranmer. So, anong nangyari? Bakit nag-iba yung paniniwala ng mga tao? Bakit marami nang nagdi-deny na yung papacy was the Antichrist? Bakit hindi na sila naniniwala na yung papacy was the Antichrist? Halos lahat ng Christian denominations. Born again ka man, Baptist ka man, Presbyterian, Calvinism. Bakit nag-iba? Anong problema? Ito. At the height of the Reformation, the Jesuit order was established by the soldier-turned priest named Ignatius of Loyola. So, si Ignatius of Loyola, soldier siya, nagiging priest. Pambihira naman. One of the primary functions of this order was to drive the Counter-Reformation, which included opposing the identification of the papacy as Antichrist. Yung ginawa pala ng papacy ng Jesuit order or Jesus Society order para i-combat na yung papacy was the Antichrist. Ito pala yung responsible nun. Huwag niyong sabihin na yung papacy was Antichrist. Ano yung ginawa nila para lumiko yung isip ng mga reformers? na yung papacy was the Antichrist. Yung mga galamay ng mga reformer. Ibig sabihin yung mga membro ng mga reformer. Kasi yung mga ano nila, yung mga pastors at saka yung gumawa ng kanilang sikta, talagang convinced talaga na yung papacy was the Antichrist. Pero bakit sa mga membro nila, hindi sila naniniwala na yung papacy was the Antichrist? Ito kasi yung ginawa ng mga Jesuit. They oppose the use of the day-year principle that is applied in historicism to the interpretation of Daniel 7. Yun. So, huwag niyong i-apply yung day-year principle sa 1,260 years prophecy. Kasi alam nila na sila yung pumupulfill niyan, yung papacy. So, yung ginawa nila yung futurism doctrine na yung Antichrist sa future pa dadating natin. Pero hindi nila alam na yung papacy, yung Antichrist, was already there, sitting in the throne in the Vatican. This method of interpretation resulted in the identification of the papacy as the little horn. The Jesuit played a significant role in the persecuting opponents of the papacy. Individuals from Jesuit ranks such as Francisco Rivera, Luis del Alcazar, and Cardinal Bellarmine played significant roles in countering claim of the papacy as the Antichrist system. Yung may mga ginamit sila. Ito si Francisco Rivera yung gumamit ng futurism. At saka siya din yung responsible ng secret rapture. Kaya ginawa din nila ng secret rapture para ituro sa mga Christian convert ng mga reformers na yung papacy o yung Antichrist ay sa future padadating. Pero hindi nila alam na binububo sila ng itong mga tao. Kumbaga, niloloko sila ni Francisco Rivera. At marami nang naloko ngayon. Lahat ng mga secret rapturer na nagtuturo ng mga secret rapture, binububo po kayo. Huwag kayong magpabubo. Huwag kayong magpauto. Masakit. Alam nyo kasi mas maganda kasi yung medyo may sakit-sakit na mga language. Para naman yung damdamin nyo. Nabubo pala kayo. Binububo kayo nito Francisco Rivera. Binububo kayo ng Jesuit, binububo kayo ng papacy. Harap-harapan. Binububo kayo. Ini-exalt nyo yung papacy, iyak kayo ng iyak, makita nyo yung papacy na parang Diyos. Yun pala siya ay Antichrist. Del Alcazar came up with the precise interpretation of Daniel and Revelation which resulted in Antiochus IV Epiphanes. May Bible ako nito na tinignan ko yung Daniel 8. Yung pagkaano nila ng Daniel 8 is Antiochus IV Epiphanes yun. Paano naging si Antiochus IV Epiphanes? Nag-reign ba siya ng 2,300 years? Paano naging si Antiochus IV Epiphanes yun? Sinira ba niya yung doctrine of the sanctuary? Kasi pinag-uusapan doon is doctrine of the sanctuary. Sinira ba niya? Sinira ba niya yung doctrine ng na huwag kayo magbasa ng Bible? Sinira ba niya yung yung baptism na imbes fully immersion, naging infant baptism? Kasi yung time Antiochus IV Epiphanes, hindi pa si Kristo dumating. Paano niya masisira yung altar of incense doon? Yung altar of burnt sacrifice dun. Hindi pa nga na-fulfill ni Christ yun. At ito pa. And even Nero being identified as the Antichrist. Paano naging Antichrist si Nero? Kasi si Nero, wala naman siyang power over the church. Isa lang siyang emperor noon. Hindi niya nga alam yung doctrine ng sanctuary. Being identified as Antichrist, Rivera in turn developed futurism, si Francisco Rivera, as an interpretative framework which pointed to an individual somewhere in the future being identified as Antichrist. Hindi po sa future mangyayari yung Antichrist. Nandito na umuupo na yung Antichrist. And the time became evident that their counter-reformation was gaining the upper hand. Preterist and futurist interpretation of Daniel and Revelation are dominant method in the vast majority of denomination today. Nakakalungkot lang na yung Daniel 9 verse 27, imbes na si Jesus Christ po yung pinaprophesize doon na he will fulfill the covenant in many days in many days for 1 week, pinagpalagay nila na yun daw was for the Antichrist prophecy. Ano ba? Bakit ba nilang ginawa si Kristong Antichrist? Si Christ nga yung totoong si Jesus nga yung totoong Christ eh. Diyan mo talaga makikita na yung doctrine of the 7 years tribulation and rapture Antichrist nga. Klarong Antichrist doctrine po yan. At ngayon, ina-accept na ng marami. Halos karamihan ng mga Christian denominations, mga Sunday keeper, tinuturo yung secret rapture. Protestant are no longer protesting for the most part. Yun. Hindi na nagpo-protest yung mga Protestant that the papacy was the Antichrist. Which only a handful of denominations still articulating their view that the papacy was the Antichrist. Yun, malimit lang. Kakaunti lang yung mga nag-accept na mga Christian denominations na yung papacy was the Antichrist. Halos majority talaga ng mga Christian denomination hindi sila naniniwala na yung papacy was the Antichrist. Kami lang po siguro naniniwala na yung papacy was the Antichrist. Even in the ranks of these lone voices, opposition is growing. And the push of abandon the identification of the papacy as Antichrist is getting stronger yun. Yung mga taong hindi naniniwala na yung papacy as Antichrist, dumadami, ang nagiging stronger ng stronger. Kasi po ina-adapt po nila yung secret rapture at yung futurism na doktrina. This is in large part due to the abandonment of historicism as an interpretative framework when regarding books of Daniel and Revelation. Dito sa Revelation, meron din ditong sa Revelation 13. Titignan po natin yan. No? I-compare natin yung Revelation 13 at yung papacy. Compare natin. Yung Revelation 13 as a papacy at i-compare natin yung life ni Jesus. Kung ano talaga yung ginagawa na itong CBIS at saka yung life ni Jesus. Anong comparison? So, nakakalungkot that this Antichrist papacy nakalimutan na ng lahat. Ito po yung source natin. Ito po ay isang website. No? So, i-type nyo lang yan. Sigurado ako nalalabas itong source na to. At parang naawa nga ako dito kay Eben D. Jager. Kasi meron siyang picture doon na napakilala nga siya si Eben D. Jager. So, yung mukha niya, yung mata niya ay parang, magang-magana sa Sakari Research. Para lang maituro ang tama that the papacy was the Antichrist. Mga kaibigan, naming mga Protestant, siguro hindi nyo na siguro tinatawag yung self nyo na Protestant. So, baka evangelical na yung tinatawag nyo sa inyong mga grupo. Huwag nyo sanang kalimutan na ang inyong mga founder ng inyong belief ay nirestore nila yung doctrine of the sanctuary na inapak-apakan at niwala ng papacy. Kasi ito, nilapagtapakan ng papacy at pinalitan niya ng kanyang doktrina, pero yung mga founder nyo ay ibinalik yung doctrine of the sanctuary. Huwag nyo sanang kalimutan yun. Ito, John Wycliffe, 1384 AD, nirestore niya yung doctrine of the sanctuary about the bread. Kasi yung bread is the Bible. And si Martin Luther, in 1500 AD, ni-restore niya yung altar of burnt offering kasi sabi niya, we are saved by grace. By the death of Jesus Christ, we are saved. Dito rin. Altar of Incense, 1530 AD, John Calvin, restored. Kasi sabi niya, yung prayer is the most significant in Christian or believers of Jesus Christ. Kasi yung altar of incense represent prayer. John Smith in 1609, restore niya yung Doctrine of the Sanctuary about labor because baptism is full immersion, not infant baptism. Ito kasi si Calvin at saka si Luther, nagpapatupad din ng infant baptism. Kaya lumabas si John Smith sa kanila. Kasi hindi daw yun tama na infant baptism. 1735 AD, John Wesley restored the menorah or 7 candlestick kasi para sa kanya dapat yung pag-preach ng gospel hindi lang sa pulpit kundi dapat lumabas ka din at mag-preach anywhere. That was the 7 candlestick means. At yung pinakalas po yung 10 Commandments na makikita dyan sa the most holy place na nakapaloob dyan sa Ark of the Covenant which was discovered by the Seventh-day Adventist. Kaya sila nagiging Sabbath keeper. Ito mga kaibigan, wag nyo sanang kalimutan to. That your founders of your belief fight against the papacy. And they said that the papacy was the Antichrist. Kung saan ka man dyan sa mga grupong yan, sana pansinin mo at sana pakinggan mo ang video ito. And then, the sanctuary, dapat yung studihan kasi dyan nakalagay ang lahat ng katotohanan. Salamat po sa inyong pakinig at ito po ang inyong lingkod, si Erwin Silva. Ye shall know the truth.